Hello, folks. Lindsey Huddleston again with Sports Psychology Solutions coming at you day 2, University of Detroit Mercy basketball camp. I'm sitting here with one of the foundations of this great program and where it's going. Antoine Davis here in his second year, going into your second season with University of Detroit. Coach's son, but plays like he don't care what his dad's name is. He's going to play hard and go. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good, good. Do a little introduction to yourself so people know how you made your way down to University of Detroit Mercy, you know, where you grew up at and what basketball has been like for you and how things have been going this last year.
Well, I was born in Bloomington, Indiana. Then spent 7 years there and then moved from there to Birmingham, spent most of my life in Birmingham. Then spent a little more of my time in Houston. That's where I played high school basketball at. And spent most of my time there working out. That's when I was really introduced into working out and stuff, because I thought I was working hard in Birmingham, but when I met John Lucas, it was like a whole different ball game.
A whole different ball, and I'm sure that's a close friend of your dad, so you got that. What was it like growing up as a coach's kid, not just a coach's kid, but a very popular and successful coach's kid?
It just taught me a lot, taught me more of, I learned a lot from basketball, watching it. It gave me a better feel for the game and stuff. And just being around him, knowing what he was talking about, knowing what he was doing, it gave me a little bit more of an advantage going into high school, college, because I already knew what was really going on.
You knew what was going on. You knew what you had to do. Let's talk about your freshman season here at University of Detroit Mercy. How would you describe it?
I wouldn't describe it as a shocker, but more of as a blessing from all the hard work that I put in from 5 years ago to now. Just seeing that it all paid off.
It all paid off. You got a recognition as what, League Player of the Year, correct? Wow, that's great. That's great here in the Horizon League, coming to competitive league. So what I've been talking to other players about and other, coaches, what advice do you have to someone who was where you were a year or 2 years ago, a high school player, coming up, but definitely having an aspiration to play at the next level? What advice would you give to those young players?
Just to keep working, and that rankings never really mattered. It doesn't matter what you're ranked. It's the longevity of everything and what the work you put into it. It ends up paying off at the end of the day.
That's right. I don't know if your dad told you the story about Tom Izzo just recently at an event we were at. Horatio Williams Foundation had a coaches forum. All these coaches come and talk, and they were talking about players and transfers. And Coach Izzo said publicly in front of everyone that he messed up and missing out on you. He talked about that. So what does it feel like hearing a Hall of Fame coach? And your dad's an outstanding coach, no doubt, but hearing someone who's, always in the running for a potential national championship talking about, that he may have missed the boat and he missed out on what you could have brought?
It's just an honor, even coming from Coach Izzo, being really a legendary coach in what he is and what he's done at Michigan State. And that was like one of my favorite schools growing up too, so that's why I really caught interest into it, and I really have a lot of respect for him.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So tell me, what is the difference between that great first season that you had? What's going to be different for you this second season coming up?
Just continuing to get better, basically, and then learning a little more. I can always learn more from the game, and then making sure that I do whatever it takes to win and get my teammates more involved this year than what I did this past year, and just getting better from it.
Is there a lot of pressure on you as a player to get your teammates more involved when you've been doing really well as a scorer yourself?
It is, because you just really think about scoring, especially when you're scoring efficiently at times, so you just you don't think about it, but I have to make sure that I get everybody else involved while I get myself involved as well too.
From someone who had such a great first year, in college basketball, Division I, a great program at UD Mercy, you don't really come off as very cocky, from what I sense. Is it different when you're on the court, or this is who you are all the time?
It may be a little different on the court, but I'm not a cocky person. I was brought up better and raised to not be as cocky and to humble myself, so I carry that on with myself and off the court.
You think that helps you with your success on and off the court too?
I think so.
So that's a good message for other young people. Sitting here with Antoine Davis, going into his sophomore season at University of Detroit Mercy. Had a really great year in the Horizon League here. Somebody who's definitely worth coming down to see. What has it been like playing in Detroit? What have the fans been like? What has this first year experience been like?
It's love here, to be honest. no matter win, lose, draw, people still come, support, and act like we won the whole year. It's like nothing really changes. It's like they love Detroit Mercy basketball for what it is.
Sounds like that'll make you want to play even harder for them with that kind of love. That's great. So with that, guys, just want to say thank you to Twan Davis for stopping in. You definitely want to keep an eye on him this season. I don't think you're going to be let down with this play. So I want to wish you and the team the best of luck, and thanks for sitting down, okay?
Thank you.
All right, great. We'll see you guys. Lindsey Huddleston, we're out.